Hola amigos, this is Chris Hill coming to you from Miami, Florida, here in Monterrey, Mexico. And I am here at the Solo Los Más Fuertes gym, and we're gonna be doing a back session today. So it's gonna be pretty intense. I've got my pre-carbs that I'm gonna be taking, and yeah, we're gonna be hitting it hard. So. Two scoops. Vitargo helps me sustain energy during my training, so I'm able to keep up with the intensity. And if you guys take it before, you'll really notice a difference during your training, how much it helps. Carbohydrates are very important for your training, so please don't neglect your carbs. And when you're looking for a choice, choose Vitargo. It's the best on the market. Right now I'm just warming up. I like to warm up on the treadmill with an incline. You're in a nice, steady, slow walk for about 10 minutes, just to get my body warm. It's called a Mobot, and it's a stainless steel water bottle with a foam roller. So when I travel with this. It's easy to travel with. Before I train, I use it to roll out my muscles, and that helps me to prevent injury, and it helps me loosen up before I train. So it's very important to have. Plus I'm able to hold my water, and yeah, it's very good. So be expecting to see this in the Mexico market. Definitely want to have one of these with your training. See, this helps reset the muscle back to its original length, so that when I train, I'm not tight. I can achieve full range of motion through my exercises. So again, it's good to use before and after training, but I really like to use it before. That feels so good. If you have injuries, it's also good. So if you have a sore shoulder, or if you're really sore, you can roll, and it'll help again just to reset that muscle. Get some blood flow into the muscle. You feel good afterwards. I'm stretching out my lats, so I use a band to really open up my lats here, so I can feel the stretch. I can feel it in my shoulders. So I know I'm really tight right now. It's very important for me that I stretch before my training. Again, it helps to prevent injury. A lot of people stretch afterwards, which is okay, but I also think before stretching is better. If you see most of the athletes, a lot of the elite level athletes in the States, all over the world, you'll notice how stretching is very important, just as important as training. So the first exercise that I'm going to be doing is called a supinated single arm lat pull down. So this is going to help get some blood flow into the lats and kind of a pre-pump, which feels great. I want to get some blood flow in here to start my training. So I'm going to lean back slightly. I'm going to pull down and squeeze my lower lats. I just did a couple of warm-up sets. Now I'm going to start my main set. I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 each side. I can really feel the blood in my lats now. Feels good. The next exercise, we're going to do a supported row, and here I want to contract my rhomboids and my lower traps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a moderate grip,
And I'm gonna try to pull the elbows back as far as I can to squeeze those rhomboids and lower lats and lower traps. Full range of motion. You want to feel this in your rhomboids and your lower traps and also your lats. It's good. The next exercise is dumbbell pullovers. So I'm gonna try to get a good stretch, and I'm only gonna come up to my forehead, focus on that stretch in the lats. It's important that when you go down, you go slow, and you control it. So down slow, controlled up, get that stretch, and you'll feel it in your lats.
No submission to the authority of reason. Killing is the season. Mad dogs pull apart the door, hit the floor and hold on. That's the feeling of fear in your throat. No.
So this exercise is called face pulls. You're actually not pulling to your face, but you're pulling to your chest, and you're arching your back, driving the elbows back and squeezing. Again, you're gonna work your lats, lower traps, and rhomboids. Feeling very pumped. My back is very pumped.
What you say, that's what we say. Shut it up, spit it out. What you say, that's what we say.
I'm just pyramiding up, so each set I'm just going up in weight.
Shut it up, that's what we say. Spit it out, that's what we say. That's what we say.
The next exercise I'm doing is assisted pull-ups. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive my elbows down and squeeze my lats really hard. I'm gonna go for 8 repetitions. I'm gonna start at about 40 kgs of support. I weigh about 107, so that's gonna work well for me. And the good thing about assisted pull-ups versus regular chin-ups is that you can use perfect form. So with regular pull-ups, after doing all the exercises before, it's really hard to keep the form. So that's why I really like this. Okay, so the next exercise I'm doing is Smith shrugs. I'm going to go more or less 8 repetitions. Each time I shrug, I'm gonna hold it for 2 seconds and then come down, up, and then down. So remember, when you're doing these, you want to focus on contracting and squeezing, holding, coming back down, and repeating. Contracting, holding, controlling it down. You don't want to shrug and jerk it because you're more likely to get injured. Plus, you're just using momentum. So really focus on squeezing the muscle and then bringing it back down. Okay, so for my last exercise for back, I'm gonna do the hyperextensions with a band, and that's gonna be a good finisher for my lower back. I'm gonna try to do 20 reps, or as many as I can. band is to add extra resistance. So as I extend higher up, I get more resistance. All right, guys, that wraps it up for back. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep the intensity, train hard, and see results.